Yep. I mentioned the eigenvector centrality before. I'll call them network influencers. That's probably a much easier term. That's basically what they are. So you could have as your output a lot of different insights, but I'll start with some basic ones. You could have the network influencer being one of them. So identifying within a defined network who are the key influencers. So you could have that for your entire organization, or you could have it at the department level. You would just need to, within the algorithm, have different constraints around that. You could also have what we called force multipliers, which are also, like, the technical term would be central node. So those are the most connected individuals. And I used force multipliers because we saw those as the culture carriers of really elevating. Yes, it was sheer volume of connections, but again, the quality of the data, the types of behaviors we want to see, we consider that to be a force multiplier. You could also look at people that are considered brokers. So brokers are those people who are connecting otherwise disconnected people. So they're like the bridges. Without them, it may mean that two departments are not communicating with one another. So you start to see these patterns in the network analysis with just those three, the network influencer, the central nodes, and the brokers. And you can start to, especially through a visualization, identify where main collaboration hubs are happening. And you can also identify islands. Who's out truly on an island where they're not getting motivated or getting help or advice from anyone. Like nobody's going to them, rather. And through that visualization, you can also add a couple different filters. You can look at, your individual contributors versus your managers. You could look at it by location. You could look at it by level. You could filter for performance rating. You could look at tenure. So, like, what's the relationship between tenure and your force multiplier score? So, like, just by nature of being here longer, does that mean you are more likely to, say, be a network influencer or be somebody who's considered a broker?